Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're back with FTRL GT1 for round number, or week 6 rather, at Road Atlanta. This was our season opener actually, one of our first seasons of GT7, so in McLaren and in the Milka. So anyways, we're back Road Atlanta. This is a sprint week, so 2 races to be had here today. Apologies, now there's no com for this because I forgot to plug in my the Elgato wire thing that records the actual game sound. So my audio is recording, like my microphone, because I have it separately. But anyways, so that's the reason for that. And I remember it for race 2, but I didn't for race 1. So anyways, Road Atlanta, I'd like to take you through a flying lap here, because this lap I pulled out of my ass, and I don't quite understand how, because it was the quickest I've ever been around here. Turn 1, kind of try to use the track on the left-hand side to dictate the braking, and then you swing in up the hill, curb on the left, brake, get the car straight, hit that apex as best you can, flat out, then try and hook this left, and then so you can hook it right. Easier said than done. At times it gets a bit difficult. Up the hill, use the curb on the right, get the car turned in, and then on the throttle. Don't want to get a penalty on the exit there. This track kind of comes at you quick and fast, so you do have to be careful with that. The tarmac on the right hand side I use as a reference. These are probably the 2 toughest corners on the track, I think. I've no real reference to that second right hander. It just when it feels right, you know. I wish there was a better reference to be had, but I couldn't really find one. Anyways, it's that part of the track really that I gained the most time out of compared to other laps, which was my surprise. So I did that and I thought, it's not great. And even this last sector isn't great, but we're 2/10 purple, so there's a good lap to be had here. The board on the right hand side I use, but I actually got more confident to use it a little bit more after it. And then, yeah, nice and early on the throttle, up the hill, hug the right hand side, minimize track distance. Yeah, the exit wasn't great. I could have got, there was a bit better to be had there, but 17.1 was definitely the best time I'd ever done around Road Atlanta. It was good enough for 5th in the end, which was surprising. I couldn't improve after that. There's nothing I could do to improve after that. So anyways, P5 in the sprint, not too bad, but I kind of did feel like I'm a little bit out of place because I don't think I can replicate that in a race. But anyways, see what we can do. Yeah, we got no Witchell this week, by the way, so a chance to make up some ground there. There's Chubbs on pole. I have Ross, or Tom and Ross, and then Rom. Anyways, away we go. Not the worst start in the world. It's still trying to learn the starts a little bit, but we've got a Hope station, which is all you can really ask for. Biggles is sneaking up on my left, but we're going to be able to hook this to the inside, and I think he gets on the grass, and that he loses a lot of places as a result. But just settling in, 24 laps around here. Again, this track kind of comes at you quick and fast, but with dirty air, it's a difficult one to get hold of. So, anyways, we'll do the best we can, up the hill. This lap 1, nothing really else happened really for this first part. Lap 9, we sat here for a while. Sean was behind me. I wasn't doing anything. He's in this range often, but then this lap he sends it. I see him coming late, and I leave the space. Heading up to the previous laps, he was sitting behind me. He was definitely quicker, but he didn't go for anything like that before, so he just decided, right, well, it's time to go. So that caught me a little bit by surprise, but the place would be, I kind of get the place back a lap later. He kind of goes very deep into turn 1 and gets on the grass and into the off the track there, so we get that position back. So anyways, we have a little gap to Pagani, and we got Lennon who's filling in for Witchell. Lennon was really quick around this place. Lap 17, Ross is going to have a go at Chubbs. This was an interesting an interesting point of contention afterwards for a few days. But anyways, a bit of contact there. Chubbs goes off track as a result. And Ross then, I thought he was going to wait up and give the position back at the time. So I asked him if he was okay.
Everything okay, Ross?
But yeah, nothing doing. So we carry on. He does give himself a penalty for running wide there. So we are going to get 2 positions here. So on this lap, so yeah, we just have to be patient really, and the pace was solid, like 17.3s and such, 17.5s, not too bad. I mean, you can't, there's been some slipstream to assist with that, but still pretty happy with that, with all that pace, all things considered. And Rom and Tom, they aren't up the road immediately, but anyways, Lennon last lap here, yeah, quick enough. This Lennon got past Pagani, and Lennon's all over my ass, and he has been for a few laps, but I've been able to hold him off. So this last lap, I just need to get a good run out of this second right-hander, and we should be okay. Hold on to a podium, but it wasn't good. And just a little bit late on the apex there, and I didn't get it. I knew I was in trouble. This BM, it's a little better than the Nissan in a straight line. Nissan has other strengths, of course, but in a straight line, I would say the BMW has a little bit of an advantage, so this is going to be difficult to hold this off. He's got a good run. I'm going to have to go late on the brakes here because I am now a car length behind, so we try and go for it. Hug the apex, a little bit of contact, leave the space on the exit. Side by side, there's nothing I can do. It's really annoying, man. It's really, really annoying to lose that position on the last lap again.
I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it.
And by sick of it, no, there's nothing wrong there. By sick of it, it's just another place I've lost on the last lap. Like Chubbs twice, Dragon, they had the whole thing of Dragon Trail. I lost a position to Rom in Trial Mountain, so I was really annoyed by that.
We got some time.
But anyways, the random wheel reverse gave us P10. So Panda, Blue Flag, Oblivion, Mikey, and I don't know who the last one was there. I didn't see it in time. They're on softs. We're on medium, so this is going to be tough. Like, starting at P7 for me, everyone behind me is either quicker or just as quick in Len's case, or is on soft compound tires. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be difficult to hold our position here, but we're going to try. We're going to try our best. Anyways, a bit of contact between Pagani and Lee heading up the hill, former teammates, of course. But we've managed the whole station, which is solid enough, although I see Rom on my left-hand side here. Again, Rom's got good pace here, and so does Tom, of course, so I don't want to hold up Tom, but Tom had this weird desync issue or something where like everything was different for him on his screen. I did get hit by Oblivion out there as well. Ross goes off the track there. He loses a bunch of places. I get a good run on Rom, so I'm going to have the inside line, and I'm going to hold this and take that position. So we're up a position then in the end. So not too bad, all things considered, on this lap one, but it's hectic. This race is going to be a lot more hectic than race one. Got guys on softs, guys who have got good tires. Rom decided he's going to just nudge me along. Oh, did he? I thought he nudged me along. No, he's going to go alongside for now. But eventually this would turn into, he would nudge me along, I think, later on. But for now, we're going to go side by side. Does he get me on the brakes? On the outside, a little bit of contact. Yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. So, use a position then into Rom. So we're going to end the lap as we started in P7. So, and we'll try and catch up to these guys in front. I do think I was quicker than some of these guys in front, but overtaking around here is tough. It is a tough proposition. Anyways, I don't know why I'm still here. Why am I? Well, an existential question that is. I don't know why oh yeah, Rom goes a little bit deep here into this part, and we're going to snip around the outside. This is I liked that move just because like it's not, he was off the track but it's like I just liked around the outside there. It was nice. Lap 3, Oblivion's on softs. He has no interest in bumping us along, of course, as he would on the soft, so he's going to be able to brake later, so I'm not going to fight for this too much. He is quite quick on those softs. And the tyre issues that the BM has and the fuel issues, just not issues, but just deficiencies compared to the GTR. Not as pronounced in a sprint setting, so a bit more send for these guys. It was a Panda lap. This is lap 14 now. It's kind of sat here for a little bit. We're behind Lee. We're behind Lee, I think, from lap 8 or so. The pace was very even here, I have to say, but Panda is on softs, so he's on softs, so he's going to go on the outside there. That's like, again, I have no real interest in fighting that too much, not that I can. We've got a little gap to Lennon behind, but Lennon's got some good pace, as we know. And lap 16, again, just being kind of bottlenecked here. Will couldn't quite get the job done on Lee quickly, and we're going to get through then on Will then heading into lap 17 here, but anyways. Lennon's catching up still. I had a couple of runs on Lee. This is the best one, I think, for now. Difficult one. And Lee is a defensive driver, to say the least. So we're having some fun here on the straight here. So we were. But, I obviously want to get this move done. Where are we going to go? So he commits to he covers off the inside. Have to go for the outside. Try and go later on the brakes. I don't know where to be for this corner, man. It's a difficult one to judge. A little bit tap behind from Will, just on the crossover of lines, but I had a go at Lee, but nothing really doing. Couldn't really get anything done there. Lap 20 again. Well, actually, I didn't even want to go for a move. I just wanted to be in a bit clear space.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go for this.
But I didn't want to go for that move. So, not in my intentions. But Will's going to get a good run out of that corner alongside. So he's on softs, of course. So he gets through, and we've got Lennon and Blue Flag in the mix here now as well. So this is lap 21. So race has kind of flown by. I was like, don't even try it, Lennon. Not around the outside there, but fair play. He made it stick, to be fair. But it wouldn't be for long as he goes up the hill here. Gets a little bit out of shape. Yeah, just misses the apex there. Back end, a bit of a tank slapper. He managed to hold it, to be fair. But we commish to the inside there. Yeah, shoulders out, but I couldn't really back. I felt that in the moment, I felt I couldn't really back out. In that moment, I had to try and commit to that one. So we did. Now, lap 24, not the greatest run again to that right-hander, but somehow Will and Lee have got a worse run. And I was hoping that the slipstream of Will would keep me in front of the Lennon. Looking back at this, I should have bumped him forward and then pulled out late. Instead, I pull out, Lennon then bumps Will. So that's where he gains. I think I could have gained a position there. Late in the brakes, almost into the back of Lee. I'm very compromised then heading into that corner. Back end gets away from me. Lennon again goes through at the same part on the last lap again. It's another place lost in the last lap. So I'm a little frustrated with how this one went. Difficult one.
You didn't get a bad run.
Yeah, tough racing out there. You know, it was tough stuff, competitive stuff, clean stuff. You know, can't fault anyone for anything, but you know, just a bit annoying to lose more position on the last lap again. So it's just I don't know what it is, man. It's just really annoying. Anyways, it's weird because I've dealt with pressure before. Like, it's just some of it is circumstantial, but it's just Anyway, a bit annoying. Here's the Pro-Am and Pro standings. You can see we've got a comfortable lead, despite the race not going too well. We've got a comfortable lead in Pro-Am, so we should be looking good for that, I'd say, all things considered. You can see Witchel's advantage out there as well in Pro. Here's the driving standings. 3 points behind Chubbs, and we're about 6 behind Tom. Again, Witchel is very clear up the road, and even though Lennon did quite well for him this week standing in, and Tom had a difficult race too with the desync. So anyways, we're still in a good place in 4th. Got a comfortable margin over Pagani. He's kind of picked his season up a little bit here recently. As much as he's talked about struggling at times. He's having a good season, I think, with that car, considering. Here's the championship standings for the teams. The Vaseline boys, I should say the Vaseline boys, have closed up because Feber is having a great season in GT2. And there we go. We're tied on the top for Vaseline, so not too shabby. Looking good for the get ourselves a top 3 to get automatic qualification for the grand finale, which is going to be at Daytona, and some interesting car stuff with that to come. That'll be new and exciting that I haven't done before, so very excited about that. It will not be a Group 3 car, I can tell you that much already. So gonna be fun. Gonna be fun stuff, that. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of FTRL GT1 at Road Atlanta. Again, sprint weekend. A P4 wasn't too bad in the end. And I fought hard for the P9, but it's just one of those at the end of the day. But anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.